We are live. Just want to share it to a couple spots real quick.
So I've had a such stop. So
All right, y'all. We're live. How we doing?
What's new, guys? What's new?
you're gonna lay down with mommy.
Oh, man.
What's going on?
Man, same old, same old. All right, so I got a couple things I jotted down here for us to talk about. Uh,
What do you got?
I saw.
Oh, my fault.
Oh, you're all good. I just saw a couple things that kind of kind of caught my attention. Oh, hold on, we lost Ray.
You'll be back.
Uh, uh, anyway, yeah. So I saw a couple of things over the last couple of days that caught my attention on the internet, and I thought it'd be something for us to talk about here. Uh,
Yeah.
so one of the first things I saw, I guess it could be pretty controversial depending on the person. Uh, there was a post going around talking about who is a better actor, I guess overall actor, out of Denzel Washington and Sam Jackson. Uh, so I mean, I guess off of reaction, you would want to say Denzel Washington, right?
You know, I
See,
I don't think I could. I honestly don't think that's like it's like saying like pears are better than kiwis. Like, are they? Can you compare them? Like, what? You know?
What did I miss?
all right. So the first topic that we brought up was I saw float around the internet that people were arguing about who was a better overall actor out of Denzel Washington and Samuel L. Jackson. You know, overall actor. Now look, you see Ray's face, right? I know who Ray's gonna say, and I know who I enjoy to watch more. You know what I mean? So like Denzel is like the clear cut choice. If you're just going without thinking about it, you're gonna say Denzel. But I was looking at some arguments, and you know what? I can't be mad at someone picking Samuel L. Jackson. Uh, Samuel L. Jackson has had a lot of different roles. Not that Denzel Washington hasn't. Uh, but a lot of Denzel's roles have been, you know, the wholesome guy. Obviously, when he did Training Day, he broke that.
Right.
That was what broke the code for him. Um, but you know, I guess you could say he is kind of typecasted, right?
Yeah. You could say that.
Like what do you guys think? So like, just looking at the roles they both have done. I mean, what what can we say?
I'm thinking I enjoy Sam Jackson's movies more.
The movies as a whole or his performances?
Both.
Both.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
if I'm looking to like watch a movie, I'm not looking at what the next Denzel banger is. You know what I mean?
I'm always looking for a Denzel banger. I can't say I'm not.
All right.
Yeah.
Always, always looking for the next Denzel Washington movie. But I'm always into the next Samuel L. Jackson movie too. Uh, so I'm trying to think of like roles. Like, how can we compare these guys with roles? So like, Pulp Fiction is one of Samuel L. Jackson's like best roles. Pretty diverse role. Uh, different ranges and different times of the movie. Uh, he has that. Django, he showed a whole different side of whatever the fuck that was supposed to be. Uh,
He was the man in Django. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He made that movie hilarious.
um, you see, 187. I don't know if you've seen 187 before, but that was when he was a teacher at a school. It was a inner city youth school, very bad school. He got stabbed by by a student. The student for some reason was fucking Method Man. Like Method Man's not a student. Like he's a grown ass man, but somehow that was a thing. But that was another role. I was kind of like that was kind of diverse for him. Uh, then he's in shit that you don't even realize he's in, like Goodfellas. Like he plays Stacks in Goodfellas. Uh, he's not in the movie long at all, but you're like, oh shit, like fucking Samuel L. Jackson's in that shit. But then obviously there's Denzel Washington. You got fucking Remember the Titans, John Q, Malcolm X, fucking Training Day, Equalizer, Man on Fire. You got all these different roles that he did. Even Samuel L. Jackson in the Avengers movies and shit. And I don't watch Star Wars, but he had a character in Star Wars too, right?
Yeah.
He had a motherfucking lifesaver. What the fuck you call him?
They invented a whole new flavor of lifesaver for him.
Motherfucking flavor.
Purple lifesavers.
Did it really? Um, I don't know. I thought it was I thought it was an intriguing debate. See people seeing people argue it on Twitter. That's where I've seen a lot of the shit that kind of struck me. So that was one of the things. So I think what we'll end there was me and Ray are more of Denzel guys. Troops is more of a Sam Jackson guy, which is totally fine. It's not like it's a bad thing. They're both fucking great actors. So
It's all preference, man.
What I do want to see though, based on this conversation though, I do want to see Denzel Washington and Snakes on a Plane now.
just see him do that role, see if he can act it out.
Yeah, like not in the Sam way, just like in his own way. It'd be a completely different movie.
Can we have Sam also do like? Let's have him do Training Day.
Perfect.
That would be pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie.
That'd be funny as fuck. That'd be great.
This is what deep fakes are made for, folks.
Exactly.
It's like no, I want to see Sam Jackson in Training Day.
Another one that I came across. I guess there's a a big ask right now because they do these musical versus battles with everybody. And everyone wants to see a Justin versus Justin. Can we guess who these two Justins are?
JT and JB.
JT and JB, yeah.
obviously.
They want to see Timberlake and Bieber.
Oh boy.
Well, what are our thoughts on that? And who, like, I know who I would pick out of the two.
So wait,
Two.
are we seeing who can? Is this a rap battle? What are they doing? Is this a dance off?
No, so what in versus battles, what they do is they take their most popular songs or whatever,
Yeah,
and they go verse for verse, and they kind of like match up against each other and kind of see
But
who's
does
who's does better. But they do it live in front of an audience, like kind of like a concert.
But does JB really have the catalog to go with, toe to toe with JT?
that's what I mean. I'm like,
I don't know. I don't listen to enough of Bieber's music to say that, so I honestly don't know. And that's me being unbiased about the situation. I know he has that big
Bieber got
song.
the hit.
That's what I'm saying. He got hits, right? He got hits. He got that song with Ludacris and Usher, right?
I have to hear it.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure
remember none of it. I don't remember none of.
But I mean,
Justin
like,
Bieber's.
Yeah,
JT's bringing like Anna Kendrick, and he's bringing Andy Samberg, and he's bringing like
Beyonce.
the Roots and Beyonce, and like
Yeah,
like his crew versus Bieber's crew. Like Bieber's got like teenage girls. That's what he's got. Like that's who he's bringing.
yeah.
And Timberlake is like bringing the Roots. Like
I wish I could say I knew his catalog enough to, to say more, but I honestly don't. I don't know if anybody. I don't know if I have my chat feature working for the OBS and stuff. So if you guys don't mind keeping an eye on the chat and on the YouTube, one of you guys don't mind, just in case.
you can see it.
I got
it up. I don't got it. You got it.
I have it up.
All right, so
I always have it.
I don't got it.
all right. As long
Okay,
as one of us got it, I just want to make sure because I'm not sure if mine's live. Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. It just acts weird sometimes. But yeah, man. I mean, I trying to be unbiased about the situation. I don't know enough Bieber. In all honesty, I know the kid can sing. The kid can definitely sing. I will not say he can't sing.
I know he could take a joke.
And he could take a bottle to the face apparently too. But that's whatever. But JT's catalog is so fucking big and has so many names. Suit and Tie with Jay-Z and Dead and Gone with T.I. If he wants to bring out the comedy and bring out fucking like Mother Lover with Andy Samberg, like the list goes on and on. The guy.
If he wants to go OG, he brings back the entire Mickey Mouse Club. Like what?
Yeah, get fucking NSYNC out there and get
Britney and Christina.
Whatever. Like I don't know. I think JT's catalog is too deep, personally. But apparently it's a legit thing. I guess it's supposed to happen. So I'm intrigued. I kind of want to see how this goes.
I think it only goes one way, man. I think it ends up with Bieber just being embarrassed.
That's what I want to say. But
like all JT has to do is pull out more wardrobe malfunction, and the show's over. What's his finishing move?
It's a finishing move.
It was a finishing move.
Come on, Janet, get out here. Fucking ridiculous. Speaking of Super Bowls, how do you feel about the NFL trades and fucking roster moves going on so far?
No, I'm in
so
a chat.
Much.
Everybody's all heated.
Nutty.
So much shit is going on, man. Like,
I wouldn't say I'm heated, but I lost. We lost two solid corners. I ain't happy about that. We didn't end up getting the Darius Smith. That sucked. Uh, we ended up getting one of the guards from Jets and got the Marcus Williams from the Saints. I'm happy with that. That was a big pickup.
How about the fucking Packers getting rid of Devontae Adams? What the hell is that shit? The Raiders to the fucking Raiders because they don't have enough firepower over in Las Vegas.
I mean, the Raiders picked up Chandler Jones too from Arizona.
Shit, I didn't even know that. And they didn't have to give up Jones. Not Jones. Jacobs. They didn't have to give up Josh Jacobs. They didn't have to give up Darren Waller.
No, they actually got Chandler Jones out of free agency.
Look, Raiders are making moves. They're gonna be a scary fucking team next year.
They took Anthony Everett from the Ravens. I think he signed a 1-year deal.
Tom Brady's back again. Like, what the fuck?
You figure he'd come back knowing that everybody else left to the AFC. So who's really a threat in the NFC other than the Rams?
Well, welcome back, Tom Brady, I guess.
Best thing about Tom Brady coming back are the memes, I gotta say.
Oh my god. He was retired for fucking 15 minutes. He's worse than Michael Jordan, man.
It's like the first time his wife asked him to fold laundry. He's like, well, I'm going back.
Right? These socks don't match. I can't do this.
Michael Jordan took a year off and came back, right?
He retired twice. Because he retired the first time with the Bulls for a year and some change. Came back, won his next 3 titles.
Yep.
Retired again. Then he came back with the Bullets and turned him into the Wizards. Because he was like a player coach or whatever on the team. But he played for the Wizards back in 2000. What was it, 02 to 03 or whatever?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he played for the Wizards. But that was a fucking mess. I don't even know why he ever came back for that. I think he just wanted to play with Kobe. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Why ruin a perfect ending? That's what he did twice. He ruined 2 perfect endings. His first retirement was a great ending. His second retirement was like the way to go out, and it was like, you know what? Fuck it, let me come back again and ruin it.
He's gonna keep coming back till he loses.
I mean, that's what he did though. He can't. He won 3 titles and retired. Then was like, all right, I'm gonna come back, won 3 titles, then retired. And it was like, you know, you can't do it again with a different team. Like, you don't have Scottie Pippen anymore. You don't have all your other guys anymore. The teams that they're building now are way more advanced than they were back then. You know, not that those teams weren't built like that, but they weren't the Sacramento Kings that the Lakers had to face. That team was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
That Phoenix Suns team.
I'm mad they didn't get one.
Hey, listen, man, I ain't gonna complain about that.
Story for another time.
Yeah. The New Jersey Nets team that was out there, the Phoenix Suns, even Allen Iverson, the Sixers, that team wasn't staffed, but Allen Iverson was a fucking killer. Absolute killer. He, everyone talks about LeBron bringing his team to the NBA Finals by himself in what year was that? 2008 2008, whatever year it was, when it was pretty much just him and Ugauskas. It was like it was a shitty team, and LeBron brought the team to the finals.
2007.
Whatever year it was,
First NBA Finals was 2007.
yeah. Everyone talks about LeBron doing that. No one ever brings up Allen Iverson blowing through those teams that he went through literally by himself. It was him and fucking Eric Snow.
Snow was the man, yo.
Him and fucking Eric Snow.
Didn't they have Mutombo?
I don't think so. That 76ers team. I cannot tell you who was on that team.
I gotta look that up.
The one that played the Lakers in 2003?
Yeah.
Was it 03? No, it was 2001. Bring up that roster. I wonder who was on that. I want to know who else is on that team.
Yeah, I was right. It Mutombo.
They had Mutombo.
Yep, they had the Dikembe Mutombo. Eric Snow.
Michigan State University. Let's get it.
Aaron McKie.
Yeah.
Derek McKee, Alvin Jones, Tim James, Matt Hopring. Remember him? He was pretty solid. He was a solid. Yo, he was a solid shooter. Matt James, I don't even know who he was.
That's what I'm saying. So we're talking. We're talking Allen Iverson, Eric Snow, and Mutombo. Right, it was those three against those crazy ass teams, and brought them to the finals against the Lakers. And then not just that, Allen Iverson fucked the Lakers up in the first game. Did that jump shot, stepped over Tyronn Lue. That famous picture. And then they lost 4 straight after that. I think, but who was on LeBron's team? It was him, Ilgauskas, Anderson Varejao. Was he there? Mo Williams. That was his point guard.
Yeah. Anderson Varejao, Mo Williams. We had Delonte West.
Ilgauskas. I don't know who else. I mean, I guess the teams are pretty even. But I feel like Iverson never got his props for bringing that team to the finals.
I feel like LeBron had a better squad around. That was what year? 2000.
2007, Troop, you said.
Yeah.
It was his first year, at least.
Yeah, his first year in the finals was the year that he had the shit team.
Oh yeah, that's right. Larry Hughes.
Oh, he had Larry Hughes at the end of his career. That don't even count.
Yeah. He had Daniel Bobby Gibson. Oh, Eric Snow was on that team? No way.
Eric Snow. Eric Snow was on that team too.
Yep.
That's a fucking coincidence. Hello.
Ben Wallace. So Delonte West, Ben Wallace, Anderson Varejao, Billy Thomas.
Ben Wallace, really?
Wally Serbiak, Eric Snow, Joe Smith,
Wally Serbiak.
Simmons. Remember him?
Wally Serbiak was like the league's punching bag. He would just get beat up all the time. He's getting kicked in the face, body slam, punch.
I don't even remember some of these other dudes. I remember Drew Gooden. He was pretty solid.
Drew Gooden was alright.
Yeah, other than that, they really ain't have no like. And Ben Wallace and them were already.
That was the end of Ben Wallace's career. It had to have been.
Yeah.
Because where do you, after he left the Pistons, he went to Chicago. After Chicago, that's when he went to the Cavaliers. After that, he dropped off the face of the earth, which is crazy to me because Ben Wallace was fucking great. Oh no, it's not showing. It's not showing names in my comments. I can't.
Anonymous.
I can't tell who's saying hi. Hi.
What's up, Maggie?
Is it Maggie? All right. I
wanna say
can't.
it's Maggie.
I can't tell. I can't tell who it is.
Said, really, Scotty? That's the hello I get.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
New stream. Who this?
All right. See,
yeah,
D-Man.
her name-
D-Man
D-Man
Bats.
popped up,
It says D-Man Bats. LOL. For Maggie, it just says, "Hi there, my favorite fellas," with a small ass picture. I can't see that picture at all.
I'm bad. I don't read the chat often.
I try to keep my eyes in the chat. I try to.
I always have the chat up.
Something that's something I wanted to get to. I want to talk about Bel Air because I know we all watched it.
One.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna say, right? Because we might have talked about this before on the stream, maybe not. But I was very, very, very close-minded about the show. I didn't want to watch it. Listen, man, you keep Italy over there. I didn't want to watch this show. I wasn't even a little bit intrigued, even knowing that Will Smith was the executive producer or whatever, or had his hand in the pot. I still wasn't into it. The thought of characters being played by other people that weren't the original characters kind of struck a chord with me. So I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna watch this. But I was sick in bed, couldn't play my game, I didn't know what to do. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I had Peacock on the TV, threw on Peacock. I was like, let me watch the first episode of Bel Air. Let me just give it a try, right? I throw it on, I'm like, all right. I like this first episode. Like, you start meeting some of the characters, like Jazz cool as shit. Hillary's different than she was in the original. I like what they did with her character.
Me too.
They have all the elements that they try to do in TV and movies nowadays. Like, one thing I can say I'm happy about, right, is usually they try and take a character, and they make him gay or make him whatever, and they force it on you. You know what I mean? Like they didn't do that in the show. I feel like they did it the right way. I don't want to throw spoilers out if people who haven't watched the show yet. But there is a character who is gay, and it makes sense if you watch the original Fresh Prince. At least to me, it does.
See, I don't even know if that character is specifically gay. Maybe
right. Just or
exploring or whatever. But like,
they had the conversation in the original. That was the thing, and for them to, transpire and bring it into, this one, and be very open minded about it was.
Yeah,
like I said, like Scott said, they didn't force it.
They're not forcing it. They're doing it right, and I think it's great. Like it makes sense to me. It makes sense, and they didn't have to push the issue. You know what I mean? I thought that was awesome that they did that. One thing I didn't realize, and I watched Fresh Prince a million fucking times, the original Fresh Prince. And I think I brought it up to you guys at work the last time I saw you guys there. I had no fucking idea that Will Smith's friend from Philly was Don Cheadle. No fucking clue. In the original Fresh Prince.
Yeah, we figured that out recently. Yeah.
I was watching the episode with when Ice Tray came to visit in Bel Air, the new show, and I was like, I remember his friend from Philly coming to visit, and everyone always talked about, I thought Jazz was from Philly, blah blah. Like, nah, Jazz wasn't the friend from Philly. So I was like, all right. So I went back and watched it, and to see when Ice Tray went there, I was like, oh shit, fucking Don Cheadle, he's so damn young. It was crazy to see, such a young Don Cheadle, and you think like, wow, like this guy's so much older now, but you don't think how long ago that show was. Because what I think about now with Don Cheadle is like there's that clip going around the internet of him and Kevin Hart, which I'm sure everyone has seen, where they're having a casual conversation, and Don Cheadle's like, I'm 56 years old, and Kevin Hart's like, damn. Like, and you could tell Don Cheadle was truly hurt by it. And Kevin Hart's like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. And they start going back and forth about how Kevin Hart meant that. It's actually a really funny clip, but you can kind of tell Don Cheadle was hurt by it. But yeah, I'm actually thoroughly impressed with the show. The thing I was afraid about the most was Uncle Phil, because James Avery, that's Uncle Phil. So I couldn't fathom another person playing Uncle Phil.
No.
Yeah, I gotta say, the first episode, I was like straight up hashtag not my Uncle Phil, like all the way. Okay,
Right.
I am like 5 or 6 episodes in, and Uncle Phil, I don't understand why he's not my dad now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no,
this
he's
guy's amazing.
he's a great character, and Jeffrey's like fucking Alfred. Like,
Yeah,
he's got some shit going on. Like, I really want to get deeper into Jeffrey's character.
I'm pretty sure Uncle Phil and Jeffrey fight crime when everybody goes to bed.
They
That's what's
have
going
to.
on.
They have to do something, bro, because
They're
like,
taking down the crooked commissioner. That's what's going on.
Jeffrey has like serious fucking connections. I want to know what the fuck's going on. Like, I need to know more about Jeffrey.
He's that in that show. He's that dude.
Yes, he has all
He's
the connections,
that
all the
dude.
and fucking Carlton, man. I hate the kid.
I can't.
I
Am I the
Man.
only one who doesn't find his character relatable at all?
Not even a little bit. In the newest episode, that just came out this past Friday, you actually see a side of Carlton where, like, all right, hopefully this character's turned around, and I'm hoping moving forward this character's actually turned around. But like, I'm not gonna put my heart into that, because he's shown was signs that he's a fucking dick, and I don't like his character. I really don't. I want to like his character, but I don't at all. Not even a little bit.
I don't either.
But I think the show is incredible.
I think it's very well done. It's been a minute since I've gotten to watch a rich black family on television. Right, Obama's been out for a minute. I need some comfort. This is my comfort right now. Blackish is okay, but it's not this.
I'm one thing I enjoy. I'm not sure if you guys noticed it, is all throughout the first episode, they were taking little nods and little notes at the original theme song.
Oh,
And,
yes,
like subtly throughout the entire
subtly with the dialogue and like
Yeah.
the little things
Jazz
they
had
did.
his dice in the mirror.
Right, and when Will Smith was flying to California, he had the champagne glass with the orange juice.
Mhm.
One of the lyrics in the original song is like, "First class is bad, drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass." and he's sitting there. You got a glass of champagne and it's orange juice. I thought that was cool as shit. And he was talking to his aunt Viv. He was like, got one little fight. My mom got scared. It just little shit like that. I thought that was cool as shit how they kind of threw those little jabs in there.
Yeah.
And I have to say, although I am not a fan of this man's battle rap career work, he makes good music. But his character in this show, for those who don't know, there's a battle rapper who's very, very hot right now. Easy to Block Captain's his name. He plays Rashad, the thug who's trying to kill Will Smith and Ice Tray. The one that he gets crazy, gets thrown in jail. And he's trying to find where Will is. He's actually a big time battle rapper right now. I think it's crazy that they got pretty much a local guy from Philly to play that role. I thought that was cool as shit. So I mean, shout out to him for that. But yeah, that show is just super dope. And if anyone who doesn't actually watch Bel Air, give it a try, man, for sure. I think
or at
it's
least
worth to watch.
wait till the season's over and get your free trial, folks.
The one thing I think is a little bit off with the show is I don't wanna spoil it. No, I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to spoil it.
So you think it's a spoiler?
It kind of is. I just don't like the way. I don't like the direction they're going with the person between Will and Carlton.
Okay,
Oh,
so she
yeah,
was in the
yeah.
original show, right? This
She
is
was.
Lisa. She's
She
a character
was.
in the original show. If you guys remember, in the original show, Will's mom hooked up with Lisa's dad, and their thing kind of ended after that. Because that would have been really weird. But, like, where's this going to go with it? Because,
Yes.
like, obviously her dad has a person, right?
Right.
Yes, it's that in the show, it's the white chick. But yeah, I do. It's like the only white chick in the entire show too. But like
The mother? I haven't seen the latest two.
Yeah.
The person that married Lisa's dad?
the stepmom, yeah,
Stepmom. The evil stepmom, yeah.
yeah. You meet her in the second to newest episode.
Oh, maybe I'm only one behind because I saw the one with her in it.
Yeah, so the next episode, the newest episode is Will's mom flies in for Will's birthday. That's
Okay.
the newest episode. Really fucking good episode too. It's a really good episode. Lost Ray again. But yeah, no. Bel Air is amazing, man. I went and saw the new Batman over the weekend.
Really?
I did.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you stay through the whole thing?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and it wasn't as long as it seemed.
No?
No, not at all.
Was it darker than the previous Batman?
Yes,
Was it grittier in
It was
tone?
it was grittier. It was definitely grittier.
Will the next Batman movie be just a podcast so dark you can't see it?
Listen, the movie was really good.
Okay.
The movie was really good. Without spoiling the movie, right? The Riddler was so fucked up. I'm talking like he was like the regular Riddler, like as far as like, oh, solve this riddle, blah blah blah. But if you didn't solve the riddle, it was like Jigsaw.
Yeah.
it was fucking. It was brutal. It was fucking brutal.
Solve this riddle, lose your life.
I was very into this shit because like Saw is like my favorite like horror series. I love Saw. I love all that type of shit.
So did they call him Edward Nigma as well? They change any of the characters?
He had like 4 different names because he had all these different identities or whatever.
Alfred E. Newman.
Right. But yeah, man, listen. I thought the movie was dope. I thought it was great. Dark, gritty. Pattinson did great. As Batman. This is the first time that I can ever say this, and it's fucking weird. It's the first time that I enjoyed someone's Batman. I thought that Bruce Wayne was fucking weird. Bruce Wayne's such an easy character to play, but I don't. It was this Bruce Wayne was like everything that Sam says Bruce Wayne is. you know what I mean? Like crybaby, whiny bitch, like just like angry and super angry all the time. Like he wasn't like Playboy millionaire Bruce Wayne. It was like, hey, I'm fucking vampire Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? But his Batman was fucking great. He was really good at Batman.
So he figured out Batman, but he couldn't lose the Edward for the Bruce Wayne there.
Oh, he dropped Bruce Wayne bad.
Man.
But when I tell you I was into this shit, man, because of the way they made the Riddler was just fucking insane. I love that shit. It was great. I don't know if Ray was here for the conversation, so without spoiling the movie, they pretty much made Riddler like he was the Riddler, like he's, he gives you riddles and you got to solve them, but if you don't solve them, you fucking die, like Jigsaw type shit. Like I'm talking like face traps and bombs and shit strapped on your neck, like not fucking joking. Like this guy is not fucking playing with you. This was dark. It was gritty. It was great. I definitely suggest watching it. Just get past Bruce Wayne because Bruce Wayne is so weird. Like it's definitely a weird. It's like I hate that Sam has an argument right now. She really has an argument after watching this movie. Like the other Bruce Waynes, you don't have much of an argument unless you see him as a kid, because he's not like dreary. He is in this one. He's super dreary and super like, come on, Bruce.
Sounds like his Bruce Wayne is like Lurch from the Addams Family.
Kinda. I mean, it's depressing. It's like it's like a My Chemical Romance video. I don't know how to I don't know how to put it. It's like it's emo type shit. He's an emo Bruce Wayne. Like I don't know. I'm not into it.
Like he's playing like Brandon Lee playing the part or something.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's great.
How many like Batman tropes did they check off in this? Like I wish I had a Batman movie bingo card here. All right.
Yeah.
Did they show his parents dying origin story?
No.
Okay. All right. Moving on from that square. Did they show the Riddler's origin story and or did his parents die to draw a parallel to Batman?
You had no idea who Riddler is until 3/4 to almost the end of the movie.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a different kind of Batman. Usually they're all almost exactly the same. You know what I mean?
Listen, when I tell you, no, this one's different. When I tell you he is like Jigsaw, I'm telling you that he's in a mask. Like you pretty much think he's fucking Bane the whole time. He's in a mask, talking with a different voice, breathing heavy into the mic. Like you know it's the Riddler because you see the riddles, the question marks, and all that. but you're like, who the fuck is he? Who the fuck is he? And like towards the end of the movie, they finally get him, and you see who it is, but you don't see him until that point. You just see this thing of whoever the fuck he is, and it's just this person who is like putting contraptions on people's bodies and doing all this crazy shit to kill people. It's fucking nutty. It really is. It's nutty as fuck. But it was awesome. I definitely suggest, like, I'm gonna watch this again. I don't know if it's on HBO Max or not, or if it's gonna be on a streaming service, but I'm definitely gonna watch it again.
I gotta see it.
It's definitely worth the watch for sure.
I'm gonna have to check that out then.
So let me see. Aside from that, I see a big uproar right now, and I don't know anything about it really. I think you might have an idea, Troops. Maybe Hooray, because you guys are kind of more in tune with what's happening today. What is this I'm hearing about this like 6'4" Olympic swimmer situation?
I heard about it.
Yeah, I'm not super informed on that. I think, from
It's
what I
like-
gather, people are a little bit up in arms. We've got a male to female transition, right? And this person has maybe won a medal or something, or is good at competition.
From
And
what I saw, I guess this person went from like 492nd place in the men's Olympics. Then had the transformation and got in first place in the females division. But I'm not sure what else there is around it. You know what I mean? Like, people pick and choose what they say and all that shit. So
I don't think it really affects me much. Like,
no,
some people are faster than other people, and some people get upset about it. You know,
I just want.
Who
I just wonder.
cares?
I was wondering what the uproar was about.
I've seen a bunch of memes like saying like cheater mode enabled or stuff. Like, I mean, I assume most of the crosstalk is like just like toxic. Like, you're not who you think you are.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just think it's so stupid. I gotta laugh at it.
Maggie
Listen.
says, "Dude is breaking female records now, booting longtime girl standing."
Yeah, but like, Maggie, in all honesty, you were never gonna break that record yourself. Why you mad? You know, like, who cares? You know, I'm not out there competing either.
I don't know. I just saw it was wondering whatever what's what the deal was behind that shit, because
That's wild.
I guess it's expected.
Gotta
Like-
poke the trolls a little.
Yeah, it's a little bit. What I am mad about. Let's talk about this for a fucking second before we go off the air, because this is something that really fucking frosted my donut. Let's talk about this for a second. Mike Tyson. All right, Ray. We talked about this, right? Mike Tyson. There was this girl who was on Twitter, right? Another thing that I saw on Twitter that really fucking got me going. I'm going through Twitter, right? And I see a post and it says, "Who's your top 10 favorite boxers?"
Right.
And I love boxing, but I'm not engaging into it because I don't really engage on Twitter like that. But I see someone I follow replied under it and said, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, blah blah blah. List off 10 boxers, and underneath that, I see Mike Tyson. Why? And I'm like, okay. Now I have to stop and look. So now I'm looking, and this girl is fighting Mike Tyson, not just being a top 5 boxer, not just being a top 10 boxer, but being a top 20 boxer. She is
Remember
talking.
that.
She is saying that Mike Tyson is not a top 20 boxer of all time.
Yeah.
All right. So now this is my thing with Mike Tyson. For one, Mike Tyson is top 2 for me. Call me biased. Mike Tyson's in my top 2. Him and Muhammad Ali are my top 2.
Mine too.
Uh,
Mine too.
and there's plenty other boxers I like to watch. I love to watch the Prince. Floyd Mayweather is obviously an incredible boxer. Even back in the day, Joe Frazier, all those other guys, you watch all this shit. George Foreman. So let's talk about Mike Tyson for a minute, right? Her argument was Mike Tyson fought no names, and his 2 most memorable fights were his losses. All right. So this isn't even all Mike Tyson's opponents. This is just from 86 to 97. Now, if you know boxing at all, you know majority of these names: Alfonso Ratliff, Trevor Berbick, Bone Crusher Smith, Lincoln Thomas, Tony Tucker, Tyrell Biggs, Larry Holmes, Tony Tubbs, Michael Spinks. He beat Michael Spinks twice, and Michael Spinks was undefeated when he fought Mike Tyson. Frank Bruno, who he also beat twice. The Truth Williams, fucking Henry Tillman, Razor Ruddock twice. I mean, Bruce Seldon, who held 3 different titles when he fought him. I mean, this guy was fighting people who were top caliber fighters. Top caliber. Now, they were called no names, and do you know why they were called no names? Because they fucking fought Mike Tyson.
Special guest.
Hey. Tell him, Gigi girl, Mike Tyson was the name.
Say Mike Tyson. Say Mike Tyson.
Hot damn.
She's like Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
Like, I don't want to hear it.
I wouldn't even be mad.
She's like Jack Johnson, 1878.
But so out of all those fighters, and a few other fighters, Mike Tyson fought 7 undefeated fighters and beat them in the first round in seconds. It's not it's not like it took long for him to beat them. He was fast. He was strong. He was an 18-year-old kid in a ring with grown-ass men who were convulsing and shivering because they know they had to fight him. All the biggest names at the time, if you watch interviews of them right now, they said, we didn't fight Mike Tyson because we want to know parts of Mike Tyson. George Foreman wanted nothing to do with Mike Tyson. Muhammad Ali was already past his prime. but
so that's a fun debate there, right there. People say this a lot. Who would win, Tyson versus Ali, right? So, and they say he's Tyson's got Ali in power, speed, and defense, and those are the
not
the
in
three.
speed,
not in speed,
not in speed,
not in speed,
not in speed, and not even the defense was different. They have different defenses. Ali used what was around him, and he was fast. He danced. He was a dancer. And the thing was, there was an episode of the Arsenio Hall show where Arsenio Hall was interviewing Muhammad Ali, right. And he brought Sugar Ray and Mike Tyson on the show. And Mike Tyson was looking at Ali, like, like, and
Like
Arsenio,
you ain't nothing. You're so tall.
no, not even that, like scared, like pretending to be scared. And Arsenio was like, "What? What's wrong? What's wrong, Ali?" And he pointed at Mike. He was like, "This guy, he's a sweetheart." And Mike Tyson and Ali are really good friends.
Right.
Mike Tyson breaks down in tears when he talks about Ali, like, all the time. But Arsenio Hall asked Ali in front of Mike Tyson and Sugar Ray. He was like, "Back in your guys' prime, who would win in a fight out of you and him?" And Ali pointed at Mike Tyson, and he said, "Listen, I'm fast. I'm a dancer. I'm really fast. But if he hits me, that's it. It's lights out." And Mike Tyson said the opposite. He was like, he was like, "I don't believe that because Ali's been in the ring with killers. He was in the ring with George Foreman and some of the hardest hitters that ever walked the earth." So it's always going to be a fun debate. But to see, that's the thing though. That's the debate. The debate's not who would win in a fight out of Floyd Mayweather and Ali. It's always Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's the one. How can you not consider that boxer a top 10 boxer? If you're putting him, it's like saying LeBron James ain't a top 5 player of all time. But what would happen if you played Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan's supposedly the greatest player in basketball, right? How is that different?
I don't know, but could we talk about Mike Tyson's edible weed gummies that he's selling right now?
The ears.
They're all shaped like Evander's Holyfield's ears. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a commercial with.
He's selling ears.
Yeah, they're called Mike Bites.
Mike Bites. They're edibles, and they're shaped like Holyfield's ears.
That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, rolling it back to Don
Mike
Cheadle too. If you guys haven't seen Don Cheadle play Captain Planet in the Funny or Die videos, you're missing out.
Yeah,
it's
that's
amazing.
that's the fucking best.
And he never would have got that role if he wasn't Will Smith's best friend on The Fresh Prince. Okay.
If he didn't play
all to him.
If he didn't play Ice Tray.
Yep. The role of a lifetime, Ice Tray.
Is Don Cheadle even from Philly?
I don't know.
I wonder where he's from. Will Smith's actually from Philly, right?
Yeah, he's from West Philly.
That's what I thought.
Listen, it goes West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Hey, listen, it could just be a character.
True.
Well, that's the thing. I was digging up to see if that was like Will's true story or something like that.
From what I read a long time ago, like he was in the right place at the right time. He was at a party with Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones was pitching the idea of a show, and someone was like, "This is your guy."
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah,
I think I just heard about that recently, actually.
Don Cheadle is from Kansas City, Missouri.
Huh, that makes sense.
Wow.
And he spent a lot of school time in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Wonder how he got that role as Ice Tray. You figured they would have got like a random Philadelphia kid for that, right?
Yeah.
Was that his first acting gig?
I don't know.
On Fresh Prince?
I think so.
And a lot of kids get their start on like the Cosby Show and shit. Like when they start out young. Like I think even Adam Sandler was on the Cosby Show.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he played one of Theo's friends in gym class, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
Yeah, fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's the thing.
It was.
He was right. I thought so.
Yeah.
He was like skinny as fucking like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was. I didn't know that.
Digging into Cheadle's IMDb here.
Trying to see what his first role was.
Now he's got stuff way before Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He played Ice Tray on Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 on the episode Homeboy, Sweet Homeboy.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay. But like rolling it back, we've got
Oh shit, he was in Colors in 1988. He played Rocket. No shit.
he was doing stuff in 84. Like he was on Hill Street Blues in 87. And he was on Night Court.
Fuck, he was Buck Swope in Boogie Nights.
Man.
Jesus Christ.
Cheadle's been more places than Johnny Cash.
What the fuck? Apparently.
Who came first, Ice
Oh,
Tray or
holy
Ice
shit.
Cube?
Oh, Ice
Is
Cube.
So Ice Tray is like a pastiche of Ice Cube, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, Ice Cube was out before 1990.
Was Ice Cube the little baby of his day?
He might have been. Ice Cube and Ice T.
Vanilla Ice, Flavor Ice, Icy Hot. All popular rappers back in the day.
Ice Cube started in '86. Yeah, no, that's wild, man. I didn't know he was around. I have to go back and watch fucking Boogie Nights now and see catch John Cheadle in that. If you haven't seen Boogie Nights is dope.
They have
Well-
a video at the top of his IMDb page here. It's a Don Cheadle career retrospective, and it's like 2 minutes long. And it's probably just like one big montage of everything.
I'll watch the shit out of that. I don't care.
Yeah. Sean's pressing me to watch Usual Suspects.
Oh, you gotta watch that one. Benicio del Toro's the man in every movie he's in.
He told me not to tell y'all about it because he was like, they can't tell you nothing about the. Like, you have to watch that movie.
Oh no, I'm not gonna tell you shit
I'm not
about the
ruining
movie.
nothing, yeah.
I ain't gonna tell you shit about that. I watch it with you. I love that fucking movie. It's top 3. it's top 3 for me. I love Usual Suspects. Usual Suspects is good. Kevin Spacey, Benicio del Toro, Chaz Palminteri. It's a great crew. What was it? There was another movie that we were talking about that you haven't seen yet too. Another big one.
King of New York or something like that.
Oh yeah, King of New York. You haven't seen that either.
No, watch that one.
Did you? The one with Christopher
Yeah.
Walken?
Yeah.
And
He had me watch.
Lawrence
I
Fishburne,
watched.
Jimmy Jump.
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah, Jimmy Jump.
Jimmy Jump.
I watched that one. That was a couple weeks ago.
He shoots he shoots what's his face Wesley Snipes shoots us. Where the chicken at? I don't know why he says that shit after he shoots him. That shit was funny as fuck. Where the chicken at?
Let me watch that. He had me watch that like it was about last year.
Yeah, no, that movie's dope too.
That was the first one he recommended to me. I think about like 4 months ago. I know it was before. It was like before Thanksgiving, something. And then he was like Usual Suspects. And kept
Usual
putting it off,
Suspects is fire.
putting it off. I watched the other one too, Watchmen or something like that.
Watchmen was dope.
It was good.
Watchmen's dope. I like the homie with the mask, when the mask that changes and shit.
Rorschach.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Rorschach.
Yeah, that's the homie. I like him.
Man's voice. Man, yeah, his voice is crazy.
Speaking of crazy voices, you
Nah,
mentioned
what
Bane
was the
before?
dude that died against the friend that killed him? Was it the commander or something like that? The comedian? The comedian.
The comedian.
That's my dogs in that movie.
What were you saying about a weird voice?
I was talking about Rorschach, but
No, Truby was saying something about a weird voice.
No, I was gonna derail us. I was gonna talk about Tom Hardy for a second.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I for some reason every time I hear the Bane voice, like I just imagine Tom Hardy in the mirror with like a Mrs. Doubtfire cream pie on his face doing Mrs. Doubtfire voices.
It's fucking weird.
I don't know. Nobody else? I'm the only one.
Yeah, I think you're the only one.
All right.
I can't say I got that one.
All right. Told you, derailing us.
It's like that dude who plays Thanos in Cable. Every time I see him anywhere now, he's just Thanos.
He's in the Goonies.
Is he really?
Yeah, Josh Brolin's the older brother in the Goonies, the one that gets ridden off a cliff on a little girl's bike.
I gotta see that again. I haven't seen it in so long.
I never seen that.
Never seen the Goonies. Don't tell Sean that either.
We have to save the Goondocks.
He's so judgmental when people don't watch movies. It's funny as hell.
Not
Like, yeah, I never seen a Clockwork Orange or Boondock Saints. He gets really offended.
So man, if it's nothing, Sean hasn't watched anything modern. Everything he watched is in the late 80s. That
I see.
We should
80s,
come up with a
80s,
catch-up
90s.
list for Sean. We should come up with a catch-up list for Sean. Get
We
the
should.
community on it. Like what has Sean missed in those
Yeah.
years that's like culturally
Snowfall.
important?
I'm pretty sure he hated Four Brothers. If I'm not mistaken.
I think he said that. Yeah, me and him was talking about movies, and I think he said he didn't like Four Brothers. And I was like, what?
That movie was fire. I don't give a man. I thought that movie was dope. Mark Wahlberg doesn't have a lot of bad movies though. Not
No, he
that I can
doesn't.
think of. Not that he's the only actor in that movie, but I don't think he liked Takers that much either. Which is crazy because he loves Matt Dillon.
Takers.
That's the one with Chris Brown, Michael Ealy,
Oh yeah.
Idris Elba, and all them.
That movie was fire. He didn't like that movie.
I don't think he liked it. I think he's not super into action movies though. I think that's the thing. Because I guess it's more of an action movie. You know what I mean? Like the whole chase scene with Chris Brown and all the gunfighting and
But
Hayden Christensen and all that shit.
Yo, Don Cheadle was on Bernie Mac.
Probably.
Well, he was.
You're still looking at Don Cheadle shit.
This list is so long. Yo, he was on He was on DuckTales? Come
What?
on. No.
What do you play, Donnie Duck? What the fuck is that? That's fucking incredible. What? He was on DuckTales. And you know, he is War Machine. That's the thing.
Yep.
He was on The Simpsons in the year 2000. He played Brother Faith. That's so fucking stupid. He actually played Donald Duck in DuckTales. He was Don Duck. That's the fucking worst.
Remember he was the villain in the new Space Jam too?
Yes, he was.
Algae Rhythm.
Algae Rhythm.
Can we put Don Cheadle up against Sam Jackson now?
No, Don Cheadle is way more.
He's got so much more range.
Yes, way more range. I mean, he played the Chinese guy in Rush Hour.
Did he really?
No. Don Cheadle was, remember Rush Hour 2, the black dude who owned the Chinese restaurant Crenshaw? That him and Jackie Chan were like, "Oh, where'd you learn that move?" That was Don Cheadle. He was like Twisting Tiger. Let's see. He was in Ocean's 11, Ocean's 20. So he's in the Ocean movies.
He's in a Kendrick Lamar video.
Yeah, I was looking at his music videos too. He was in a Jay-Z video and a Kendrick Lamar video.
He played Miles Davis. He played himself on 30 Rock.
Have you guys seen that clip of him and Kevin Hart? Where Kevin Hart says damn.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
You guys haven't seen that?
Stop.
You gotta watch that shit. It's just funny how he does it. He gets so offended. He just like I'm 56 years old. Kevin Hart's like, damn. And Don Cheadle's like, Kevin Hart's like, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean that the way it sounded. And they just keep going back and forth. And to the point where Kevin Hart's like, I didn't say it the way you think I said it. And he was like, oh, well, how'd you think you said it? And Kevin Hart's like, you know, when you said it, I was just like, damn. And he was like, oh, that's not how you said it. You want me to tell you how you said it? It's just a funny back and forth. And it's like, it's hard to tell if it's genuine or if it was staged.
Mm-hmm.
Because Don Cheadle acts it so well. But I honestly think it might have been genuine. Yeah, we're hitting the 10:40 mark. I know I got inventory in the morning, so
Yeah.
what else you guys got, man?
Not a lot of man. Did a lot of fixing of the wife's car this week.
Yeah,
It was rough. It was rough.
all the fucking lights turned on in my car randomly today. So that's fun. I'm just driving back from Rhode Island today, and all of a sudden, all of my lights, like my my brake system light, emission light, power steering light.
Check engine.
The check engine's the only one that didn't come on. All the other ones did. They all just turned on.
Have
Don't
you
know what the
started
fuck
car
happened.
again since you stopped it?
Yeah,
Didn't lose
Yeah.
like your serpentine or something?
I don't know. I have no idea, but I mean, we have to take it to get it checked out. So
Ugh.
hopefully, it's not going to cost too much money, but we'll see. So that's fun in the life of Scott.
It's exciting.
Yeah, man. Hopefully next week we have Swift with us. Swift ended up having to close this week. Picked up the close for me.
Picked up like the whole weekend, kind of, huh?
Yeah, he didn't know what he had no idea what he picked up. He just picked up the shifts.
It's like
Week.
sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Picked
throughout
up
the
like a whole
entire
extra
week.
week this week. Yeah.
And we missed last week because I closed last week. I picked up the close last week, which was different for everybody. But next week when the wife goes to California, I'm gonna try and get on more closes too. I actually like closing, so I would like to close more, at least during that week. Get some cleaning shit back to the way I want it. The usual.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I say until next week. Sign out. Talk about something next week.
Sounds good, man. Well, good to see you guys again. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, man. We're there.
So
Catch y'all later.